And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
First and 10. 41 line.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Alpha! Check 41. Go, go, go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Walton, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to air one. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
40 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Snead's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jackson now eluding. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rosen will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by... At the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson. And boy, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got daylight. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one...
Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure they'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
After the interception, here's Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rosen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rosen to throw again. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Middle.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 48. Mike. Alert.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Yo. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Not here. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now it's Rosen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. A good pickup there at 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Rosen. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Again, it's Balaj. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
80. Hey, Delta. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Let's go.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it with Balaj. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction.
Tough. Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, it's Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 58 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Rosen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Back now in Miami. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Jackson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 44 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to run with Ingram. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
But he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.